Hello everyone, myself is Santosh Kumar, and this is an introductory video in which I will talk about some relevant background of myself, and the second we will talk about the strategy that we are going to follow to learn the physics, and the third part would be we will talk about the introduction of the physics as a subject. So the relevant background of myself is I also prepared for joint entrance examination JEE. In 2005, I cleared it with 294 All India rank in open category. Then I joined IIT Kanpur for a BTech program. In 4 years, I got exposed to these various engineering aspects. And I also got some international experience of research in physics. I did a project in Finland University, which was on a fuel cell using a CNT carbon nanotube. This is the future of fuels. You will learn later on. Then after completing my graduation from IIT Kanpur, I joined Steel Authority of India Limited, the Maharatna company of Government of India, as a management trainee. And then I quit it and joined some private sector. Then after I thought it's better to work for development of human products as compared to these materialistic products. So I shifted to education field. I taught a couple of years NRI students residing in Gulf countries particularly. Then I joined FITGI, the leader of coaching industry, and I was there for 3.5 years. Then somehow I came to this Aurangabad city, Gurukul classes. There was 2.5 years, and now I'm here. Right, so this is a relevant background which is relevant to you. What you need to take points out of it is this: if you are preparing for JEE main and advanced, so you should aspire for getting a rank better than mine. That means 294 should be your baseline. And the second, whenever you in future you are going to think about your career, give a broader perspective for that. And let's come for the point in which we will talk about the strategy of learning physics in our classroom program or the online program till this lockdown period is going on. So to learn, the most important thing is going to be attentive whenever you are going to listen a video lecture or maybe you are present in the classroom. So you need to give your 100% attention. That means you need to be alive in the classroom or in front of the video lecture. Once you have listened what is being said, quickly make your notes on that. Making notes are going to be another important aspect. Your own notes are going to be the most significant and important resource in this preparation. So have a notebook, jot down all the important points that are being said or dictated. And these notes, let me say some more point about these notes. Apart from this classroom program, you might be referring to certain books and certain online materials or whatsoever. So whenever you get any relevant information which is additional point or something extra, you should jot that down in your single notebook so that over the time you have a concise, complete theoretical aspect. So in future, whenever you need to revise things, it should not be like multiple sources on which you are searching what you have underlined or jotted down. It should be one single copy or two, whatever, depending on the content, and that you should refer all the time. So this is going to be the second aspect in which you are going to make your notes proper, maintain them. I'm not asking that you make your notes so beautiful, aesthetically looking. No, that's really not required. What is important that you are writing everything which is relevant. And the writing should be in any fashion, like you should be able to read, that's all. Right, so that works. If you are making good, that's additional point. Then if once you have made your these notes, then you go through these notes, try to understand what is being said, what that means, try to link it with the practical scenarios. Particularly for physics, I must say each and every concept that we are going to learn, this is you can observe in our real life. So just try to link this with your real life and try to feel it, connect it, what exactly the relevance is. When you are doing this exercise, you might got a number of doubts. So whenever the doubt arises, you just come to me and ask either of the medium. If you are present in the class, so you can ask in the classroom or using the online or this internet media. Then secondary is going to be like, once you have learned this concept, then we will be providing you assignments, DPPs, and there will be tests. So you will be having a material for practice. So whatever you have learned, understood, that has to be applied. Application in physics becomes the crux point, because ultimately we are going to give, you need to face an examination. In that examination you will be given the questions, you need to answer those questions correctly. Mind it, the correct response matters. No answer, everybody can answer, but it has to be correct in one strike. So that makes the difference. So to reach to that level, we need to have a lot of practice, and I hope you are prepared for that. So you need to do the assignment and DPPs within the time frame that has been stated for that purpose. How you should respond those assignments, DPPs, I can have some word for that. You just go through the question, jotted down what is given in that question, try to think why these parameters have been given, how we can link these parameters with the parameter that is being asked. And once you are able to connect them with the formula, you can put the values and go for the calculation, you will get your answer. Sometimes it will be difficult to understand what the question is demanding for, and sometimes it will be difficult to get it connected. This is given how to get the demanded quantity. So there can be n number of steps where you might face a problem. So for that purpose, if you are not able to do particular question, you should re-attempt that question and just identify where you are lacking. What is the issue point? If the issue point is not understanding question, okay, so you just ask as a doubt, explain this is what the question demands for. And if you are not able to connect with the concept, which concept it is using, so you just ask as a doubt. Whenever you are asking a doubt, it should be specific. It should not be like you are coming and you are saying, sir, this is the question I'm not able to do. That's very vague. You should be saying like where your problem is, whether the problem is in understanding the question or at a particular step in that question. So you just point it down. This you will be able to identify only when you are trying it twice. Sometimes people also try thrice after consulting the notes, and the third trial you might get the answer. And depending upon the difficulty level of the question, sometimes you will be not able to answer even n number of tries. So don't waste much time. 3 trials are sufficient. Then ask your peers, discuss with the groups, and then if you are not having this such group or not getting solution, just ask me. I'm going to explain. So this is going to be handling the doubts and trying this assignments, DPP on this, and then test papers. Test papers, as we discussed, or the policy, we will be having fortnightly test. So after the test, we will be having the discussion and where the doubts were and other things. Now another one, one point, how to handle those test papers. Once you have given the test papers on Monday, you will be getting the test paper for home. Going home, you just retry the test paper again at home. This time you are not going to try this for evaluation purpose. This time you are going to try it for gaining your, increasing your knowledge, right? So you just see what are the questions that you were able to comfortably do. What were the questions in which you faced problem? And then you recall what was the problem that you faced, and then why that problem came in. You can, in some of the questions, you can find the solution by your own. And then there will be some questions in which you will not be able to find the solution for. So just mark those questions, and in the doubt discussion, you ask only those questions, that this is the question I'm not able to understand. So next day we will be discussing and finding the solution of all the questions, right? So that's going to be material or the practice for the physics. So there are the two things, like learning the concept and having the calculation. Another one important point for physics to perform better, having mathematical knowledge is very important. So give attention to the mathematics is going to be the tool for the physics. Right? If the math is not good enough, physics becomes difficult to score. Right? So that's going to be another point of concern. So I hope that's what it is. Another point, like when we see the story in collection, we will find that student's role in the success is very important. A number of stories or the studies have described that a student plays the prominent role in the overall success story, and it's obvious. In single class, we have a number of students, but the results are different. It's solely because the effort, the dedication level, the determination level, the devotion level of the student. And I hope you are prepared for those devotion, dedication, and determination. And keep in mind, this is a marathon. It's not a short run test. So you need to keep your mental health intact. In between and during the preparation, there might be a time in which you feel low, or you may not score up to your potential. So it should not be like you are deprived, or you are having a depression or something like. You should always be having this point in mind, that ultimate examination will decide everything. And till then, you need to maintain your health, keep on working harder, and think logically and rationally. And whatever is being said, you need to simply follow that. You have chosen a good collection of teachers, so you need to simply follow the instructions given by them. And if you are going to do this, you will definitely reach to a potential result. Nobody can stop that. So this is the strategy and other aspects. Now, introduction about the subject. I'm going to share another video in which we will be talking in detail what the topics we are going to cover in your 11th standard. And for this this lockdown period, we are starting this video lectures. So we will be covering basic chapters in these video lectures. First chapter we are going to talk about is units and dimensions. Second that we are going to talk about is errors and measurements. And then we will talk about some basic mathematics needed for the physics. So these we are focusing to cover during this lockdown period, or via this video lectures. Once the classroom program is resumed, then we will be summarizing these topics again and moving ahead. And the core of the physics will start from the chapter called kinematics. Now these three chapters that I named here are equally important. Questions are coming on this, and they make the foundation for the physics. So I will be sharing the video for the entire syllabus, and its relevance in our study. And then after, we will be sharing the videos on the topics that I just said. And in these topics, you need to follow the same strategy. Listen it, make your notes, make them complete and concise. And then the assignment or DPP, whatever is being provided, you solve it, and you ask the doubts via the group, or you can message me or call me on the number. Number is available on the group. So keep on working harder. All the best. Thank you.